Hello. So, I wanted to make a video about the double empathy problem and the ways in which, perhaps, neurotypicals might think that autistic people are just like have no empathy, or autistic people might think that neurotypicals are just dumb. Things like that, when it's actually, it comes from a mutual misunderstanding of ways to interpret the data, essentially. I saw this study, which I can't really name right now because I don't remember who did it, about the ways in which, the cognition, where autistic people are generally more like information based, whereas neurotypical people are trying to establish emotional connection first or something like that. But for me, as an autistic person, it just feels invasive. How can I possibly establish an emotional connection with you if I don't know what you're about, How can that be? And I know that this probably isn't really like a substitute for real life, but I went online and I had this argument with somebody who just wrote I thought that the joke is inherently offensive, and it plays with some kind of like a stereotypical understanding of a certain group of people or whatever. And they said, "No, it's a joke. You don't have sense of humor." And I had a lot of trouble trying to explain my point of view, and I felt that they also had a lot of trouble explaining their point of view, which they just couldn't really come to terms with it. And you probably can't even see my face. So it's kind of weird, but when imagine you're thinking a certain way. How can I do it so that my face can be seen? Probably shouldn't, but I don't want to show the environment though. Anyways, I'll be in the dark. No, it's not that bad. Anyways, so you're living in a world where your way of processing information essentially is like shared among many people, So you're just like, you say this, yeah, you get it. You say that, yeah, you get it. But as an autistic person, it's a bit different. I can't just, and that's why quite often, it's more easy to get into arguments like this, and it's not due to like lack of compassion or like whatever. It's just because we're not sharing the same viewpoints, Literally, we just process information differently. So how can we come to the same conclusions if it's different, So yeah, I'm not really interested in some kind of like autistic supremacy, or neurotypical supremacy, which is, well, arguably the state of the world, but it's just currently. I would like to live in a world where we have a like pluralistic understanding. Like, okay, all kinds of people live here, and things that I've for a long time seen as obvious, perhaps they're not obvious, or they're not obvious ever, but somebody or other people just really see differently, and their viewpoints are just as valid, I for instance cannot just put like some kind of that's part one.